Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to create sight word bingo cards using software called Bingo Card Printer, which you can download from bingocardprinter.com. Okay, I've started the program and I'm looking at the initial screen of Bingo Card Printer, which has got two main options: create new bingo card project or open existing bingo card project. Create new bingo card project will allow me to start from scratch or a pre-set template, or open existing card print project will allow me to continue work on some bingo cards that I've prepared previously, so I can save my work and continue in the program. But I'm going to start from new, and I will then have a choice of what kind of information I want to include on my bingo cards. So now in this program there are a lot of templates that you can use. So for example, you can start from a blank bingo card, you can start with one with numbers or letters. You can pick different subjects like classics, which is Greek and Latin, computer science, events like baby showers and birthday, bridal showers, geography, um, different countries and so forth, history and so on. The one I'll go to here is reading, which is where sight words are most commonly used. They are also used in ESL classes, English as a second language classes. Um, and there are some templates here of different sight words that I can use. I can also I can use these exactly as they are, or I can modify the templates by adding my own words after I've created from it, or deleting words, or changing the presentation as well. The most famous sight words list that you may have heard of is called the Dolch Sight word list, which Dr. Dolch devised way back in 1948, and he divided it into different levels. So pre-primer, primer, first grade, second grade, and he put nouns in a separate list from the other words because of course that's a little bit specific to what kind of book you are reading. So let's actually create a nouns sight word bingo card. So I just simply double click on that, and there's my list of words is here, and the example bingo card with the words in the same order is there. And I can change the layout of the bingo card. For example, I can make a 3x3 bingo card or a 7x7 if there's enough spaces, but I'll stick to the standard 5x5. I can turn on and off the heading. I can change the heading, so if, for example, I want to say words on the top instead of bingo, I can do that. I can choose whether or not to have a special free space square in the middle. You can see if you look carefully it disappears there or reappears. I can choose what text to put in it. I can also add my own words, so let's just put another word in there. For example, let's add bingo as a word, and it's on the bottom of the list there at the moment. I can resort that order into alphabetical order. If I don't want a word, I can also delete it. So let's add delete birthday just for the sake of example. And there's my example bingo card. Now I can generate lots and lots of bingo cards, enough for all my students in the class, just by printing as many cards as I want. So I can put in a number here, 1, 8, 8 is the maximum you can use on the trial version of the program. On the full version you can go up to 9,999. Obviously in normal class you might have 20 or 30 students, for example, but you could have more if you need. Um, I can also choose to print more than one bingo card per page. So if I want to save some paper, I can print lots of bingo cards. Obviously they'll be smaller, and if I want to give a bingo card to each student, I then have to cut the paper up. So I'll leave that on one. And I can print a call list, which is basically these words in a random order. And that allows me to call out there, if I'm the bingo caller, the teacher in the class, I can call out that list just by reading it off that bit of paper without having to put the words in a hat or anything like that. Although there is a nice option in the program where it can call on the fly, which I'll show you at the end of this video. It can help you do calls. So if you want to play the same game again and again, or use the same word list again and again, that's a very good option. There are some nice options as well for changing the colours and the fonts of the bingo cards. So for example, I can, let's just change the heading colour. I can change individual squares and so forth, and I can change the text colour, but just make the heading on a pink background just to show you, and I'll make the text squares on a yellow and green checkered background, with the free space is still going to be white. You can change line colours as well. There's an example. I can change the font, So for example, I can change the fonts of the heading and the text separately if I want to. The font takes a moment to come up because I do have a lot of fonts on my system here. So there's the font, and I can choose what font for the heading. Maybe we'll choose this is a nice interesting font. It'll be obvious that I've made a change. There, you can see that. You can also, there's some more advanced options here. You can put a footer on the page. You can make it so that the words will split over multiple lines if they need. You can also make it so that the squares don't have to use the same font size in all of them. So some words will be bigger and some will be smaller, but each square will have the biggest word possible. So for example here, car is big enough, but chicken, you can just see here, it's quite small because it's a longer word, obviously. Okay, now I'm ready to, I'm happy with the layout. I'm ready to print my bingo cards. I've got 25 students in my class, so I need 25 different bingo cards, each with a, click on there and put in 25, each with a different combination. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the 2 button when that was highlighted. Each with a different combination of words. So I've got 25 bingo cards to print, and I simply do print, and I could do it immediately, but I'm going to do print preview so you can see the example. Okay, the first page is my call list. All the words are in random order. This is a very long call list that actually goes onto a second page. Normally it sort of fits on one page. The next page is my first bingo card with the words in a random order, and if I go, I'll scroll back a little bit so you can see the header. If I go to the next page, you'll see that they have different words in a different random order on each page. So that's as easy as you can imagine. Fantastically simple to create lots of unique bingo cards using software from bingocardprinter.com. I will just show you the last option, which is, I mentioned you can print out that call list or turn it off. There is a nice option here where if you want to use the same word list again, or you don't want to have it pre-printed beforehand, you can use this option, call game. And what it does is it will choose the words one at a time, display it there, and it will show you the words that have previously been chosen. So the first one is brother, the second one is ball, next one is water, and you see the most recent word is always at the top, and the previous words are in order underneath it. And of course eventually a scroll bar will appear when I get further in. There we are. So you can add lots and lots of words into your and call them out. So it's a fantastic way of practicing your sight words. Much more interesting than flashcards, or it's another activity that you can use as well as flashcards for teaching reading. And you can use it not only for teaching reading, you can use it for teaching vocabulary, foreign languages. You can also do phonics with it. So for example, you can practice rhyming words or words with a R-controlled vowel. You can use it geography, history, any subject at all. And you can put in your own word list. So if you go to bingocardprinter.com, you can download a free trial version of the program, which will give you an idea of what it can do and the capabilities of the program. And if you like it, you can upgrade to the full version for a very modest cost, and I think you will like it. So go to bingocardprinter.com, try it out, and see how you get on. Thanks very much.